What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My microphone is like deciding to run away on me, so apologies about that. I don't really have it like set up perfectly the way I want it to, but that's okay. Let me turn on these tunes real quick. Hope you guys are doing well. I am here at the office. That is my home. Drinking some hot chocolate, having a good day. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, so let me go ahead and pop open the screen here and show you guys the charts. All right, so we are sitting at, and I will move my face out of the way actually here too, if I can. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Actually, we can kind of see. We got Bitcoin at $48,970 currently. BTC USDT on Binance Exchange. Sorry guys, I got a little congestion in my nose. If you can kind of hear that, just a little congested today, so apologies. But about to hit 49,000. It looks like, just kind of fluctuating in that price area. So Dogecoin looking like it is falling there, kind of maybe a short opportunity possibly. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop open the larger chart here, take a look at what's going on. Bitcoin almost hit 50k guys, which is pretty insane. I think it came, yeah, 49,700 on the chart. Really close guys. Like I was saying yesterday, I think it had the potential. I think we were down to around here, or whenever yesterday was, yeah, the 13th. So we were like in this period right here, I guess all the way in this channel. And I had said Bitcoin has the potential to hit 49k to 50k and maybe even push over that. Pretty much spot on with that analysis, obviously. Just so close. And will it hit 50k? I think obviously we saw potential here. And then I don't know. The question is, how far over 50k is it going to go? I see a lot of YouTubers saying, getting super excited, and you guys can, you guys can blow up the chat if you guys have any, if you guys have any questions or comments, concerns, whatever, or what's your guys' kind of predictions. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment only. But anyways, what was I saying, guys? I was pretty much just saying that, oh yeah, YouTubers yesterday we're kind of saying that, like, yeah, Bitcoin 50k, and like obviously super optimistic about it. Obviously, we're already pretty much at this price level, but I always say with a word of caution, at any moment this thing could correct big time, so you just want to be prepared for that. So let's not get overly excited. I know there's a lot of clickbait videos, even my title's kind of clickbaity, if you will, but I just want to say that, yeah, just be sure, if you're you're in at 20k and it's all the way up to 50k, don't be afraid to take a little bit of profits there. Maybe even, some other opportunities there for you as well. But the altcoin market has absolutely, at least some of these pairings in the last, I guess these are, I don't know if this is pulling 5-minute charts or 10-minute or 15 or what, but let's take a look. Overall, obviously Bitcoin is up, and then a few top altcoins are actually down 3-5%. A few other coins are up a little bit, but not much. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We got 61% BTC dominance, just BTC kind of dominating the market. In general here, I expect it, let's see here. What is this? 2017. Let's go ahead and do the last 3 months. Actually, let's do the last year. So it kind of hit an all-time high here at, is that an all-time high? Obviously not, but I mean in the past year, almost 70%, and then it's kind of petered out, to 61%. So just to kind of show you altcoin market kind of going up. Maybe that will keep running up a little bit. Let's see. Let's go back to the right before 2018, as you can see here. So Bitcoin was up quite a bit here in December. And then that's when it kind of crashed in altcoin market. You know, I think it was, yeah, what was it? It says others, but really Ethereum was, you know, looking like it may have a significant, like Bitcoin at a few times might be replaced as the #1 crypto for a second. So I wonder, you know, how far this has kind of gone down a little bit. How far are some of these altcoins going to go? So that's kind of the question that I am going to be asking. I don't know what your guys' opinion is on that, but some of them are down today. You know, I don't know if that's just the whole crypto market as a whole. It looks like just kind of down, just because, you know, just with all the gains, like look at this, like 45% gains, 60% gains, you know, in some cases, and other cases like 100% gains in the last just 7 days. So I mean, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of correction there. So but how far can this market go? There's a lot of speculation, you know, there's a lot of you know, hedge funds, there's a lot of, you know, companies that are investing heavily into Bitcoin. But we have to take a step back and remember that these companies, yes, they're investing in Bitcoin. Yes, they're looking at it. Yes, they're doing all these things. But at the end of the day, you're just a retail investor, guys. Just remember that. You can get stepped on like a bug. And that's why I just wanted to say, like, take a step back. Don't be afraid to take profits. Let's watch these charts. Let's watch it, you know, consolidate around this new channel here and see what it does. You know, if it hits 50K and goes above that, then great. That's awesome. But if we bounce off of it again, guys, like we were getting close, and then, you know, we had some cold hands here and paper hands. So we'll see what it does around this price level again. Hopefully it breaks that 49K level and hits that 50K level. And if it goes above that, then that's great. That's a good sign. But if it bounces off that, I don't think that's a great sign, in my opinion. But we will see. We already broke above that level there. That previous all-time high right there. But yeah, this is, to me, this is kind of like where kind of the top is, in my opinion, on this market. So let me know what you guys think on that. Like, where you guys think the top is at? Do you think this will continue for the rest of the year? I know I heard Ivan on tech say, you know, this thing can go for the rest of the year. You know, even Crypto Daily, you know, super pumping. You know, super positive outlook on this market. But mind you, in 2018, if we go back, let's just take a look at the market cap actually real quick. Kind of slow things down. This was the market cap essentially right before the crash, right? And then it crashed. So, you know, ironically, there's like this teacup and handle pattern that it's, you know, gone parabolic essentially. So in trading, you guys don't know what that is, like it's just this like U shape, and there's like a little handle, so it looks like a teacup. It's called the teacup and handle pattern. And actually most cryptocurrencies in general actually have this pattern. And if they're somewhere in here, they could be, a lot of them are set to break out. And like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just do your own research. But some of them have like gotten close to breaking out. So, you know, some of the altcoins do have a little bit of trading opportunity. I don't know about long-term project growth, but as far as like trading and technicals, that's what I have been kind of looking at. I just pretty much trade off of good fundamental analysis, but I trade off of technicals a lot as well. Like I lean towards technicals, but I trade off of both, right? If I'm investing, then I'm doing both heavily. But we are at this parabolic. Let's just do the last 3 months. Obviously all-time high at 1 point, what is that, 1 trillion, 1.5 trillion as an entire global cryptocurrency market cap. So obviously that isn't just insane. If we look at 2018, the peak there, I don't even know if it'll let me get that peak here. So let's see. 800, what is that, guys? Almost a trillion, so just shy. Yeah, so this is just parabolic. But so where's the top? That's going to be the question here. How far can this thing go? We are pretty high at 1.5 trillion. That is just insane, guys, as an entire market cap. Now, I think cryptocurrency or Bitcoin just itself is like a top, you know, in the top 10, obviously, of overall. Like, it's above Tesla now in market cap and yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, this is excluding Bitcoin. So excluding Bitcoin, this puts it more into perspective here. Altcoin market might set to, you know, actually pull back, because if we look at the teacup and handle pattern, there's usually a little pullback. I know this went a little bit higher, but typically it's about even Stevens. Like this chart, it's actually a little bit higher. So will it go a little bit higher and then pull back? Probably, in my opinion. It may, the altcoin market may pull back a little bit. Will this go like 700 billion, you know, 800 billion? You know, yes, it definitely could as far as altcoin market goes. Now, this is a different viewpoint from all of the other YouTubers out there that are kind of just going off of strictly just the news. But if we take a look at, you know, if we take a look at a completely different market, you look at GME here. Like, if we go to the stock market, this is a, you know, this is a market where, you know, these big corporations, these big companies, these big traders, hedge funds, they just dominate the market. Okay. You know, all-time high, you know, everybody's buying in all up here, all the retail traders, and then the hedge funds just completely squash, I mean, destroy a lot of these retail investors that traded up here, right? They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get in on this exciting stuff. I want to get in on this exciting news, and then bam, now we're back to $52, which was previous. You know, look at this sell-off right here, like this big, massive volume right there. It shot up, went down, and then, you know, obviously parabolic, but you know, this is what can happen. Obviously, this is a bubble. Where is that? So that's going to be the question right here. Where is the top here? Like, we got to be, you know, we got to be mindful of these big, you know, hedge funds, these big companies investing in crypto. You know, it's great news, of course. It's great news, right? But who's going to get really squashed? Okay, I doubt it's going to be them. I doubt it's going to be the hedge funds. I doubt it's going to be, you know, the Teslas and things like that. Because ultimately, when Bitcoin corrects, that obviously they're going to still hold it, and there's still going to be people buying Bitcoin, but who's going to get squashed, right? It's going to be predominantly, in my opinion, the retail trader, right? I've even seen a lot of people on Facebook like super excited about getting some Bitcoin at like 50, that like right now, like at the all-time high, right? Man, I just hate to see that. You know, I just hate to see that because, you know, they could have got in at, you know, $1,000 a long time ago, or they could have got in even even 2 years ago at 20,000, which when it seemed actually crazy, and they did get squashed. A lot of people got squashed. You have weekends and people that don't like to hodl for the long term. They need money. I don't blame them. I'm there with you on that. But that's just my 2 cents on it. So with all that being said, guys, just be careful out there. Just be sure to take a little bit off. Don't be afraid to take a little bit off the table. I'm not saying take your whole portfolio off the table. I'm just saying be smart, you know. I know we get excited because, you know, it's crypto and it's, you know, the future and all these things, and, you know, Elon is investing into it, but, you know, let's just take a step back and kind of realize like what just happened to Wall Street bets and what can happen to crypto too. As we integrate more into the mainstream, there is more opportunity for, you know, more manipulations, which we've seen before in the past. You know, we've seen, you know, where the stock market used to trade off of crypto almost. It seemed like it was like the complete opposite. You know, if the stock market was down, then crypto was up. Then it swaps back and forth. And then I think in 2019, it was like almost in sync with each other. And then it was like the stock market was down, the crypto was down. So it was kind of weird. So I think there, as much as we think this is decentralized, I think as we move forward towards more mainstream and more centralization and bigger companies, I think there is a opportunity for a little bit more manipulation. So I just want to make sure people understand that. Yes, like there's going to be decentralization. You have DeFi, you have all these cool projects, but as we move forward, as especially Bitcoin being the face of crypto, like guys, like the more big companies buy this, like price can be affected big time by that. So I just want to make sure you guys understand the macroeconomics of everything and understand that. So you look at Dogecoin, for instance, like Elon tweeted it. We always get super excited. It topped out at like 8 cents, whatever, and then it crashed. And then, more tweets, and then we're back at the we got a double top here. Not so much a teacup and handle. I mean, it looks, if that's a handle, that's a very long handle, but not a beautiful teacup and handle pattern here. Just a double top looking pattern in my opinion, because this was just January 21st, just a week or two later. We're looking at, another top here. Hits almost the same price, and then now we're crashing back down a little bit, and it broke below 6 cents. Will it stay there? Will it stay above? I don't know. It's trying to find a little bit of support. It's already broke down. In my opinion, this is definitely just a downward trend. So I just want to say, like, to all the new people that I actually had this charted here. I had a wedge pattern, and it broke out and actually took profit like down here, like way down here. And the reason why I did that is because I did not expect this thing to run. Now, if I held it for another 2 or 3 days, I would have made a massive amount of money. But, me being a conservative trader and, knowing how kind of things work, this is not typical. All right, this is just insane. Like, if we go back to GME, and I know that's the stock market, it's completely different. But Doge doesn't have it doesn't have a cap, and as far as like how many Dogecoin there can be necessarily. But if this thing were to correct, guys, which it will, people are just gonna get wrecked, right? So just be careful out there. Don't be afraid to take profits. Like, I get the hodl mentality. Definitely. I'm not saying let go of your crypto. I'm just saying buy in at a smart price. Now, if you bought down here and held it till now, I mean, more power to you, right? I have a buddy that bought some, and he held, and from like when it was way down here, and then he could have took profits anywhere in here or anywhere in here, and that's great. Or take some profit. If you really like Dogecoin, then keep some Doge, whatever, doesn't matter. Back to the charts here, though. Let's go ahead and look at the, let's look at the 1-day chart. Here it is again, teacup pattern. Boom, little pullback, forms a little handle right here. Boom, parabolic correction. Boom, once again, breaks out of that 41k level. Now we're approaching the 50k level here. A little bit of correction, a little bit of upward trending. Very possible that it could hit 50k. But as you can see how powerful kind of this teacup and pattern chart pattern is. Actually one of my favorites, but you just have to be careful not to, the longer the period here, the better the breakout. And so, if this was like a 5-minute chart and it formed this, like, it's just not as much of a movement, right? But since we're on the 1-day chart, we can clearly see that right there on the screen. So guys, this is just completely just parabolic. Like, this is just insane. Yeah, it can definitely run some more, but where's the top? Let's watch this closely. Now's the time to be watching the charts very, very closely. not getting complacent, not getting lazy, not getting lazy with the hodl mentality, just a reason to hold Bitcoin. Like I'm saying, if you bought up here and you're like, let's hodl, and then it corrects, you're probably not going to be super excited about crypto forever, right? You're probably actually going to get out of crypto. Your Bitcoin's going to be worth like not that much. If I'm Elon Musk, or if I'm the richest man in the world and I, buy Bitcoin up here, it's not a big deal. If it corrects a little bit, whatever, in 10 years, it could be at 100K for all I'm concerned. I'm still getting in early. But for the average retail investor, we have lives to live. And if you're buying up here and it corrects back down, more than likely you're going to get out of the crypto market and you're not going to be about that hodl mentality. So, I'm just trying to bring a little bit of the flip side of what all the other YouTubers are saying. I'm just trying to put a different perspective. And I'm not saying I disagree with their excitement, their positivity, but I think that's like more of a long-term strategy. And a lot of these guys obviously have gotten in like way back when, right? I'm talking about like way back when, right? In the good old days where Bitcoin was like $1,000 or less, or even in these, like even in this whole channel right here, like that's still, in my opinion, early. Yeah, I wish I got in when I knew about Bitcoin, when it was like literally, I think it was like it was definitely less than $8, which was the very wee stages of Bitcoin. Wish I got in. All I had to do is spend a couple bucks, and I think it was like, if I spent like just $5 per year or $5 per month into Bitcoin, I would be worth like 20 million or like 100 million or something insane. Like I'm like, that just mind boggles me, right? Probably my biggest failure, but whatever. Super thirsty, guys. Yeah. So where are we at with everything else? Let's take a look. Ethereum. Take a look at Ethereum. Another teacup handle. I think Ethereum has a little bit more opportunity to hit that magic 2000 number here. Definitely sideways. Just a lot of consolidation, that's good. I like to see that. It just looks more natural than Bitcoin. 2000, I think, is definitely a possibility. So I think it reached what, like we're at almost, 1873. I know it kind of tracks with Bitcoin, but I think that it has, a little bit more opportunity to hit that magic number than actually Bitcoin. Breaking out above 50K, if that makes sense. It just seems like these two are actually going in tandem now. Where's Ethereum? Right there. It is down 0.5%. Bitcoin's up 3%. But I mean, let's see. Past 7 days. So Bitcoin is actually a little bit more dominant as far as like the average change. But so that's why I kind of think Ethereum has a little bit more opportunity to hit that magic number and run a little bit more. But everybody is obviously focusing on Bitcoin. So that's why there's a little bit more, there's more gain here than Ethereum. But I think if the focus changes to Ethereum, that dominance actually goes back up, as we saw on this dominance chart. I think Ethereum has a lot of wiggle room to, hit that new all-time high and maybe even take over a little bit of that. This was like, let's see here. we're at 31% dominance. Bitcoin was at 37% dominance. I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but what I'm saying is I think Ethereum has a little bit more wiggle room here than Bitcoin at the current moment. That's just my opinion here in the short term. Long term, I don't know what's going to happen. This is all just speculation. This is just entertainment. I'm just trying to bring a different perspective for you guys on this market. I just get, we just see all these videos all the time about the news, about, an article, or about, how exciting this technology is. But guys, we've heard it the past, 5 years now. Like, we know, as far as, whatever, we've heard it all. Now, I just want to bring it back down to reality a little bit and just show you guys, especially if you guys jumping in. Like, if you guys don't know what this website is, by the way, if you are new, don't be afraid to say anything in the chat. This is coinmarketcap.com. Literally just type that title in, put .com on the end. That's where you guys get this website. Some people claim it's for newbies, but I'm like, why? How's that? Why would you say that? There's other platforms like this, but I'm like, it's all here. Why would you? I mean, there's other tools, but I just think that's a little bit silly. This is kind of based on, I think it's stockmarketcap.com or something like that, or market, something like that, where it shows stocks and it shows their market cap and all that stuff. And it's what I was using I was on Facebook and I was comparing Doge. Doge actually rose higher than Bed Bath & Beyond's market cap, and it actually had more market cap than the NASDAQ actual company that runs its own ticker, right? Or that has its own ticker. It had more market cap than NASDAQ as a company, and I thought that was hilarious. I think it was Doge. I'm pretty sure it was Doge, because this was a few weeks ago. But this site's just basically based on that, right? No biggie. As I said yesterday as well, Cardano was below 89 cents, closed at 89, and had room to dip. Now it's down to 84 cents. I don't know if it's going to stay at 84. I like to see it above 85 so it can make another run to 90 and above. But it is down today, guys. So look at this, another teacup in hand. It just looks like the cup. So maybe this pulls back and then gets ready to rip up another level. This is the all-time chart right here. $1.27, it was the high. Now we are at 95 cents was the high. Obviously it's pulling back. So maybe it's correcting a little bit. Maybe that 5 or 10% correction, as you see on the chart here. 5%, yeah, right there, 5%. Maybe it was down. I think it actually went down to 80% almost, or 80 cents. 6% now. So I'm not too surprised there. Maybe this thing goes, another parabolic movement, as I showed you guys throughout this video, this YouTube live, that how strong that teacup and handle pattern can be. That's another perspective I wanted to bring here, is some chart patterns and things like that, what you guys don't really get to see a lot on YouTube, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos and I don't really see this kind of breakdown. There's a few YouTubers that break it down, but not an insane amount. But yeah, Cardano, look at that. So it's forming a nice U shape right there. It is pulling back a little bit right here, topped out. Now it's pulling back. Could it be forming that handle? We will see. Will it be ready to, if you get in that little dip down here and then it rips up again, then good for you. And if it goes parabolic, then extra good for you. It could go way above, if it breaks above that 120, $1.20 level, and you could be looking at, let's see what Bitcoin did. Right here. So this was 16,000, about 16 right here. So 16 all the way up to pretty much 50K, right? So 50,000 divided by 16. What, 3.1 times gain. So 120 times 3.1. Cardano at $3. Yeah, I don't think so. But it could go pretty far. It could go. You know, it's definitely gonna leap. If it does break out, I believe it will leapfrog XRP. You know, what if it does break out? You know, you can still, it's maybe still a little bit of market cap from these top 4, or steal market cap from these bottom, you know, bottom 10 or 20, and people just throw down the Cardano for that run. I don't know, maybe institutional money, institutional traders see that and are ready to invest more in that market cap, leapfrogs XRP again, and maybe even hits off of that tether level for that number 3 position. Who knows? I don't even know. We could do the math on that. What a dollar would be, like a dollar, even just a dollar. Let's say $1.50. $1.50. What would we need? Hang on. What would we need for at least 32 trillion or billion? All right. I don't feel like doing the math right now, by the way. But yeah, you know, if we go to $1.50, then who knows? That would be insane, right? I remember the days when Cardano was like, $1 or 4 pennies or less. It was like less than a penny or something crazy like that. That's it, guys. I'm just kind of like schmoozing around, or not schmoozing. I guess that's a wrong word. I'm just bantering now. I was hoping to have Bitcoin, hit 50K while I was on the live, because that would have been cool. Instead, it's at 48,000. So it got above 4,900 for a second, which is great. Kind of finding support around 4,500 or so. If it can stay above that, I think it has a little bit of leg to get up to that 50K mark. There is, you know, a little bit of sell volume right there. You know, we don't need people getting paper hands right here. That would be no bueno. So if it can close, this is just a 15-minute chart, but if it can keep closing around that 48,500 level and kind of keep closing above that, we could possibly see a little bit more legs to run a little bit closer to that 50K level, guys. So we're getting close. It's still past that 4,800 low, or close to that previous all-time high. But with that being said, guys, I gotta go. I gotta take care of kids, daughters, things like that. I hear them on the other side of the room. Probably nap time. I don't know. Who knows? But I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you guys in the next one and at the blockchain. Don't forget to hit the sub button if you like this video and want to see more cool breakdowns and lives, yada yada yada. So yeah, if you guys want to see more live videos, hit that sub button, smash everything, smash all the buttons, or do whatever you want. Don't like this video if you don't like it. comment. Let me know what you guys think below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.